Closing in absolutely flat, but don't go by the flat tick. It's been a good 200-point fall that you've seen from the top of the day. So what looked like it's going to be a 9400 kind of day has shrunk itself to 9235 around closing bell, and we've dipped into the red. ICICI Bank has really been the key culprit today. It goes home pretty much at the lows of the day. It's a 5% cut that you're seeing on ICICI Bank. M&M Finance being the other one as well, which has also lost about 5%. The other big boys are pressurizing the market today. BP, both put together, have also seen some losses coming in. And then, of course, from within the broader markets, they've been the likes of M&M Finance and Naukri, the likes of Tata Power, as well as United Spirits, which had a few good days last week. That also seems to be rubbing off in the red. Autos, of course, has been your handout, or rather standout clear winner today. That's led from the front with names like Ashok Leyland holding at 7.5%. TVS Motors goes home with a 6.5% gain. Bajaj Auto holds up very, very smartly. And Tata Motors as well, which has managed to stick it with almost a 6% gain on the futures. And then, of course, there are some other players like an Idea, which has really led the telecom basket today with a roughly 11% kind of gain. Raja Batteries, Exide, IGL, Infosys, Torrent Pharma have been some of the other names which have looked good in trade. In terms of OI build-up, clearly MFSL stands out there. A 30% OI addition stock goes home with a 2.5% cut. Godrej Properties, after its earnings, has been very active. The stock closed higher by about 1.25%, but has had a very, very choppy session, especially around the earnings reportage. Idea, of course, which is a staggering performer today, sees the 28% OI build up. Unilever, quite surprising, the movement in this stock. Very, very choppy again. Started off in the positive, gave up its gains, dipped into the red, saw a comeback again, and then again goes home in the red, about 2.5%. And the massive chunk of the selling has only come in the last few odd minutes or so. 2019 is where the stock shut shops for the day. Chola Finance as well has seen some OI build up with a 24.5% gain and a 6% move on the stock price. Avan, what about the newsmakers though today?
Well, there has been Reliance Industries that continues to hog the limelight, and of course that runaway rally is very evident in the stock as the rights date has been fixed. This is for the 14th of May. After all the give and take, a mixed set of numbers, if you will, from ICICI Bank, well, the stock goes home quite a loser in today's trading session. Meantime, you've also got some of the other results for today. There was Wockhardt, which delivered a profit versus a loss, so nearly a 50 crore rupee profit versus a loss of 14 crore rupees. You've got IRCTC, which is active. Remember, the trains beginning on Tuesday, but the Home Ministry has issued some SOPs for travel for those people who will be going by trains. In the meantime, you also got Godrej Properties with revenues at about 1163 crores versus 1053 crores, and margins came in a little bit lower in today's trading session. Shree Cements as well reacting to its quarterly numbers, and brokerages as well giving this stock a thumbs up. In the meantime, it's been those auto stocks as you flagged off, Aisha, that have really had quite a terrific run in today's trading session. So that's an entire basket that's been in focus. Financials, though, have been a bit on the back foot in today's trading session. Well, those have been all of the newsmakers. Come tomorrow, it's going to be all eyes on Nestle, which will be delivering its numbers. You've also got within the mid-caps, Havells, JK Paper, Sequent Scientific, as well as Blue Star. So started off the week on a tempered note, mind you, though the mid-cap index has managed to hold out quite well by about 0.6%, just about 9250, a smidge below that level is where we have wrapped up for trade. Dr. Narayan, let's get in your thoughts as to how we've moved in today's trading session. What have you made of the rally that we've witnessed within the mid-caps?
Well, the large cap indices tried to rally up, did not really meet up with buying, and closed the day somewhat weakish. So one is little surprised at the kind of strength which has been seen in the mid caps. Perhaps it can be a sign to the news flow that there has not been any kind of redemption as far as the mutual fund schemes have gone, and that was a bit of a surprise when I read it today morning. So that clearly must have buoyed up the interest or the kind of feeling of safety that people were looking for within the mid cap, because redemption pressure with the institutions or the mutual funds becomes a little nasty piece of business when it comes to the mid and small cap. And if we are going to be spared those kind of selling just because there isn't any meaningful redemption which has happened despite 2 months of this corona stuff going on, then it does seem that either the market is maturing and looking at the longer term, or that people are not overly worried about the way the situation is, and they expect that soon some sort of cure or solution will be found. Be that as it may, the fact that selling or fresh supply will not come in the mid cap small cap area, I think, is one of the reasons why some shorts, if one can really call them that, or replacement buying has happened within that space. There could also be some amount of adventurous buying that if the markets are not going lower from here, then mid caps do offer value at the current level. So I think it's a mix of all these things. It's a welcome move that has happened, and because the large section of the market is into the mid cap and small cap, and sentiment to a very large extent is determined by how people's portfolios are, and people's portfolios are largely weighted with mid and small cap. So any improvement there will go towards repair of the sentiment.
Okay.